What's up, everybody? We're excited for tonight. So we played this last night, and it is really awesome. I went into it with high expectations, and usually when I go into something with high expectations, it usually disappoints me. Like, it's not that it's ever bad, it's just not as good as I ever expected. But this, I went in with high expectations because we played a lot of the Gamers Guild stuff. We really liked it. And so I went in, but this was really awesome. There's a couple really unique mechanics I've never seen before that help balance the whole thing out, and it's a lot of fun. And like I was saying in chat earlier, it has kind of that role player feel. I mean, you're getting to place dice and the numbers are important. It's not quite the same as role player because there's no like that Sagrada element, but it's still, you get to roll dice, and the numbers of the values mean something, and there's almost like a gambling element. So I think, what's up?
Hey, Jay, Sleazy.
So, and I think one thing that, like, it's good 2 players. It's really good 2 players. I think the more players, the better, though, because of the gambling element of it.
Oh, yeah.
That we really didn't get to get into last night. We're probably not going to get into too much tonight, because in a 2-player game, there's enough that you don't really have to gamble. But we did learn a couple new interesting rules. We were told this morning some changes from the prototype copy that we got. That I think will kind of maybe change that.
Oh, it's gonna make it much harder.
So first off, this is a prototype copy. The game launches on Kickstarter tomorrow. Yes. I don't know what the price. I think it's $65 for one of the bigger packages. I was looking at their Kickstarter preview today.
I don't know.
Mark, I think, is watching, and he wants to hop. If you want to hop in and give some people some spiel, I'm sure everybody will gladly welcome you with open arms. We're a very loving yet kind of crude group of people.
Oh, he's aware.
We're a little bit different from most streamers. For those of you who are new to us, we're pretty crude. This is maybe not your children's board game stream. We'll try to keep it No, just go for it.
Just go for it.
Yes!
Mark is well aware. He knows that eventually maybe some beer will come out, and that's when things get said. And
I could definitely go for some more scotch.
See, don't let me pour this time. Or do you want me to pour this time?
I don't know. Anyway, so this launches on Kickstarter tomorrow, and it is definitely worth it. And I don't usually just say that. We're not saying that because we were given this copy to review and because we like the Grand Gamers Guild. It is definitely worth backing. And we've had this conversation for the last 2 weeks. What should we back on Kickstarter? I don't know. Nothing sounds good. This game is really awesome. I can't wait to see the final version of it. Because this is a prototype copy. This thing is really well polished. And the rule, it's got some cool mechanics. So let's get into it.
Put the paper out for now.
Let's get into it. So we got a ton of stuff. We got a little bag full of some cubes.
And I almost had you last night. I lost by 1 point.
She did. She lost by 1 point. I'm sure now that I have the hang of it, it's gonna be. So you got some cubes. These are your colonists. The different colors mean different things. We'll get to that. We have some tiles that you get to build. The numbers on them indicate the rounds. So this game plays over 6 rounds.
Hey, you're here! You made it! You can take the items out of the bag if you show them something.
I'm gonna start with the board. Calm down. All right, so everybody you get your own little character board. This is kind of how you keep track of your colony. We're on a moon, one of Jupiter's moons. I think the rules said it. It's the Europa, the frozen moon of Jupiter.
Volps wants some scotch.
Scotch.
But he wants.
Pour some scotch on me? That sounds kinky.
I mean, I don't think that's where scotch is supposed to go. It sounds like it might burn. You're like, no more.
Pour some scotch. Careless whisper in the background. That sounds like a party. All right. Let's take some of this. So going through here again, prototype copy. So the final copy, the Kickstarter version, I think these are going to be metal tokens. Again, that's all could change between now and then. Here are our what are these? The tools?
Yeah. I like to stack them. So I'm gonna stack them.
You stack them. Here, you do this one too. You have your tools, and then you have, I don't remember what these were called. Your You get them for completing quests. I really should have the rules in front of me,
Well, here.
so I can get the wording of things right. But expedition. These are your expedition tokens.
In case you need it. Though I don't think we referenced too much back to the rules when we were playing.
No, it's pretty easy. I mean, in the rules.
Yeah, I think once we played through the first time, we got it. And
they walk you through setup, player setup, board setup, and this board setup you do at the beginning of every round.
Right.
And then really what it is there's seven steps to set up. There's 7 locations that you can choose. Each of those 7 locations have kind of like a placement rule for placing your dice, and then whenever everybody's placed their dice, they all resolve, and they all resolve differently.
Ooh.
Kind of. But at the end of the day, 2, 3, and 5 are all almost the same thing.
Right.
So there's really only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 real mechanics that you kind of have to learn for this. It's pretty straightforward.
So Mark's saying the expedition tokens will be available in metal at the higher pledge level at $65. The base is $55 plus shipping.
Gotcha. There we go.
Well, we're
gonna go 65.
Yeah, there's no way you can have that option and not go with that option.
So we have the event book, or the event cards. They do different things at different times during.
Shuffle's really good.
During the round. Really, for us, they didn't really affect us too much last night. Mm-mm. We either didn't have the money to take advantage of them, or we didn't understand the card. Maybe Mark can help us tonight if we come up with these questions. But what they really are good for is keeping track of what round you're on. Because I know we've played games that are round-based before, like Above and Below, that we just forget what round we're on.
Oh,
sometimes on purpose.
Oh, no, Above and Below, we totally do that on purpose.
Because Above and Below is good, and it
ends.
It ends just as it's getting good. But this one, I don't think this has that same element of ending just as the game starts to get good. I think it's pretty much, it's fun all around, because the first half of the game is an engine builder. The second half of the game is kind of preparing to score a lot of points at the end of the game.
Although it's upside down for me now, so it might be more difficult.
So, as we're going through, you select your color. We all know our colors here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Go red.
Ooh, go red. Somebody make it say go red. Thank you.
And then for me, go green. Go red.
Woo!
Ain't it the truth?
Except we only roll one.
Ever now? Was that what it was?
Yes,
or
it was
just
the number of players -1. Ooh, yes. Thank you for sharing that. And anybody who has questions, if we're not answering them fast enough, shoot them in there. I'm sure Mark wouldn't mind answering them.
Mac.
Yeah, I got tongue-tied there for a second.
So these need to go up a little bit higher. Actually, put those over there. Oh, no. Don't put those over there because these go over there.
Yeah.
So these are the buildings that we can build. Now, we almost got everything unpackaged. I can start going through the rules. But we have the first half of the game uses these buildings, which are built below the water. And that's your engine builder element, where you're building to try to put in mechanics that will help you out throughout the game. You can make energy, which are these little yellow tokens, which are really cool. Or you're making minerals, which are these little brown circly cubes, gray cubes, cylinders. Whatever.
Definitely not green though, or gray, or brown. Yeah, you said brown, not brown.
The board has everything very well written on it, and if you have a hard time remembering like turn orders and stuff, this is yours.
Thank you.
Or not turn orders, but like what you're supposed to do at the end of the round. It's written right here on your player card.
Which is awesome, so
it's
you don't
really
have
nice.
to have some silly little card off to the side that has the same rules. It's right here in front of you. I found that helpful last night. I think I even mentioned that. Why you ignore me? Nah.
I'm not ignoring you.
Nah.
Why do we have 2 piles of these?
Because I was trying to separate them.
All right.
First player token.
First player token always starts with me. All right, let's look at the rules to make sure we get everything set up because we've only played this one other time. Oh, that's right. So we need to build. So let me start with this. Let's start with 1. So right here at number 1, we're gonna have.
Hey,
thank you. So at number 1, we're gonna have an expedition that we can go on. The goal for the expedition is to place dice. So maybe let me roll this back a little bit. I don't even know how to. The whole game kind of has like a centrifugal thing.
Just start with like number 1 and what you can do, and then move to number 2.
Let's place these up here so we get 4 of the different color things.
I feel like that might help.
We get 4 of these, and we both get 1 pioneer each. The pioneer starts in our shelter. So all of these guys are called pioneers, but there's 4 different types of pioneers. Or maybe the brown is the pioneer. Then these are all called colonists.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is.
That's what it is.
So you have a pioneer,
Oh.
and pioneers, whenever you send people on expeditions, can increase the value of this dice. You don't turn the dice. Just this is a 5 plus 1 pioneer, that's worth 6 points. The goal is to try to be even. Yes?
And the colonists on the expedition card should be drawn randomly from the back.
Oh, here? Oh, these 2 guys? Are we supposed to put them on there?
Brown pioneer, blue engineer, red marine, purple steward.
Yes. The engineers, when you place them on an expedition, they let you take 2. The dog just farted. Like, did you guys hear that? That was like a crazy dog fart.
Oh. Gross.
The engineers let you take 2 resources. The red are your marines. They let you turn somebody's die down. So
no, you're perfect. Thank you.
If Beth attacked here, then and added a red to her die when she placed this guy, she could make my 5 a 4. Yeah, that's what 5 minus 1 is. Rugru, check it. So when we're placing our die, when we place them here, we both can place on this 10 our guys on this expedition. Our goal is to equal or greater than the number in this top corner. If we do that, calculating, if we do that, then we both get one of these little expedition badges, which count towards victory points at the end of the game. Whoever has the most gets victory points. Whoever has the fewest loses victory points.
It still counts towards victory points at the end.
But not if there's.
And then the first player gets to choose.
The first player. So there's
prize.
2 different rewards down on the bottom.
Right.
And so he said we have to randomly draw 2 and place them on here.
There you go.
So at the end, so when we start doing our resolution phase, Beth has the higher number, so she gets to choose which of these 2 rewards she wants, and then I get the second. If only Beth went after it and she decided she really wants all that stuff, then she would get this. She would get both rewards, and she'd get that, and I would get nothing. I would lose.
Nothing.
You lose. Good day, sir.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
So that's number 1. Number 2 is where we make our energy. This is, what do we call it? The vents. So this first one was called the expedition. This is the hangar. It's all about rolling the dice. So we roll our die, and that's how we, based on the numbers that we have, that's what we're on. This is where my favorite mechanic comes in. So when you're placing on this dice, you're basically claiming that there's 2 phases. There's the die placement phase. So we'll go through and we'll place all of our dice on this board, and then we go through and we resolve in order each one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 question exclamation point. Well, exclamation point doesn't resolve. Those happen immediately. But as we're going through, when we place this, we're placing the number of cubes we want to claim at the end of our turn. But here's what's really cool. Say Beth places first. She really wants 6 cubes. So right now there's only 6 cubes in there. So she's entitled to all of these cubes. However, if I go to place and I want to place 5, I don't place second. The lowest number always goes furthest to the left. Yes. So you always place it to the how did they word it? It was worded better than I can word it. That's board setup. I'm going to read it word for word. Maybe you could. All right. This is called the exposure mechanism, which is the key element to the game. Place your dice to the right of all existing dice that are equal to or lower than your die. So that means that my dice would go first. When we resolve this, it always resolves from left to right. So even though she placed here first and she placed a 6, I came in, screwed her by placing a 5, which means I get 5 of these and she only gets 1.
Ow.
The lower pips displace the higher pips. So say I really wanted to screw her, then I place another one here. Now I'm going to get all 6 because my first dice get 1, my second dice gets all the rest 5, and she gets left hanging out here. So that, did you grab the other 2 tokens?
I put them back in the bag. Oh, I only put mine back in the bag. Yours is right there in front of you.
So that means there's this track right here. I can't remember what they call it. The relief track. Well, we only played it once. I'm trying to get the wording right. This is the relief track. So because this guy gets exposed, it's kind of like this is a guy and he died. So as a reward, as kind of like reparations for dying, she gets to move up on this relief track. And wherever she lands, she gains that reward. When you hit the end, you don't keep going, like you don't start over, but every time you get an exposure past the number 6, so 7, 8, 9, 10, you get to choose any of these 4 exposure bonuses. So it's kind of like, this game does a really good job of preventing somebody from just dominating the game. Because it always kind of gives back. Oh, there's a dude right there. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Did you see it? I thought this was an empty slot last night.
Oh,
we only made it up 1 last night.
No, but I knew it was the guy though.
Did you roll 6 for both of those, or are we supposed to start 6?
I rolled a 6 and then a 5.
Oh, it is 5.
I rolled for you.
Yeah. So it's a really cool mechanism, because that means that you may roll and have really high numbers, but high numbers aren't necessarily good, because that means that somebody else with lower numbers could come in and kind of steal your stuff away from you, because they're lower numbers and they're going to get it first. You always feed the weak first. Women and children first.
You know, you say that we're weak, but you die without that grilled cheese.
So the next thing here, and you're going to be in charge of this, is we have these buildings that we can build. And they do different things. Let me pull the camera up here. Let you see some of these close up. Again, prototype. So the final version will be
just keep that in mind.
Awesome.
Up. There you go.
So these do different things. During the resolution phase, there is a part that when you fill these buildings up with all their character, with all your little these guys. Colonists. You'll have all these colonists, and what you're doing is you're filling them up. And there's different colors on here, and they indicate which type can have it. These can have any colonists, but like this one has to be a steward. It has to be a purple dice. But when this is full, during the resolution phase, you get this reward every time. And this is kind of that engine builder element of it, where you're building the buildings to build your engine to make you stronger. So when we get to round 4, we switch over to...
They're feeling drunk right now.
We switch over to the above the ice buildings, and now all of these reward you victory points at the end of the game. So you build up your foundation in the first 3 rounds, so that way you can build up these cards and get a whole bunch of colonists, so that way you can score a bunch of victory points at the end of the game. And then you have to spend energy to feed and heat and keep all of the colonists in your shelter warm at the end of every round.
I am actually drinking coffee because it does nothing for me.
When we do E here, when you place on E, you are spilling it everywhere.
I did!
Based on the number, there'll be a set number of colonists here. It's 2 plus 2. Let me actually pull that.
Don't worry, I can fix that.
So there'll be colonists here that we can recruit into our colony. And so based on the number of the dice that you place here, dictates which people you can take. However, this follows the same exposure rule that the vents and what was this one, the gantry? No,
the gantry's over here.
The vents in the quarry follow the same rule. So if I put a 2 here, I'm going to get to pick first. So if she's going after this red guy, I can put a 1 here just to take this red guy from her to keep her from taking it. But based on the number, 1 and 2 will let you take 1 guy. 3, 4 lets you take 1 or 2 guys. And 5, 6 lets you take 1 or 3 guys. But every guy you take, you have to pay 2 energy for. So when we're betting on this early, so that it all resolves in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as we're going through and we're resolving things, we have to think about, when I'm placing a dice here, I don't have any energy now, but in the future, I think we start with 3.
Yeah, I think we start with 3.
But I know that I'm going to get some with my dice here, hopefully, unless she screws me over.
Which I will.
So you kind of get that little bit of that. There's a little bit of a press your luck to it. We flip over. It's 3 buildings for the first round.
And then it's 2.
It's 2. It's the number of players after that. It's the number of players plus 1 for the first round.
I know.
Then the number of players after that. I'm just clarifying that for the camera.
Yes, we got this. No.
1 through 3?
Aaron, you have to push the camera button.
Oh.
They're feeling drunk, not me, because it's blurry.
Sorry. My bad. It all resolves this way. And so we go around here and we resolve everything, and this and these guys here, numbers there. So what's the difference between not 1 or 3, 1 through 3? So you could have 1, 2, or 3 guys. This one is just 1 or 2 guys, based on how much you can afford.
And how much
and what you
energy
need.
You have.
And how much energy you have.
And how much you don't want him to have.
And then the last thing that I should have done, well, there's 2 things. This one just lets you change guys based on the number. 1 or 2 lets you become blue. You put that here with a guy from your shelter or from one of your cards. And you can change them out for 1 and 2 gives you blue. 3, 4 gives you a red. And 5, 6 gives you a purple.
Yeah, 1 or 2 pips gets you 1 colonist. 3 or 4 pips gets you 1 or 2 colonists. Yep, yeah.
And then 1 through 3. 1, 2, or 3.
Pips.
Yes. And so then the last thing here is buying buildings. To buy a building, you just take your dice and you place a number on there. And so that says I'm willing to pay 1 mineral for that. But Beth's like, no, I want that one. So she's gonna go 3. So now she's bidding higher for it. So now I could be like, no, I don't want you to have it because you're a B. I'm gonna go 4.
You don't have 4 minerals.
But I could have 4 minerals. I could go balls here and get 4 minerals. But at the end of the game, when we go to the resolution phase, is it whatever my highest one is, or is it however much I bet?
I think it's however much you bet.
I thought it was just whatever the highest one was.
I'll look.
We never had this problem last night. We just kind of left it alone.
You keep talking.
But now that we know it a little bit better, there may be some stuff that we both really want. But that's like a whole betting thing going on. What up, Prosden?
What up, Prosden?
So this betting situation goes on. So at the end, you're saying, well, I'm betting that I can pay that. And I think it's because it's bidding, you're outbidding yourself. It's the highest bid that wins. And that highest bid is what you pay. That's the hangar. You
Oh,
want number 4.
I'm on the wrong
You want the
one.
gantry.
I do want the gantry. The gantry. Place your die. You may outbid yourself or outbid another player who has outbid you.
Yes. I don't know why you would outbid yourself if nobody else is. Like, I'll pay 1 for it. I'll pay 2 for it. But I think you just pay.
You do not need to possess the bid amount of minerals when you place your die. But if you don't own them by the time the gantry is resolved in the resolution phase, you won't be able to buy the building. Plan ahead. So yes, you can outbid yourself, or whoever has the highest bid.
Also, if you go on a quest, an expedition that you do not complete, that because say I didn't help her out and she dies, she also gets to move up on the relief track because this guy got exposed. There's that whole exposure thing going on the whole time. So let's just start playing it, and I'll reiterate the rules as we're playing it because it'll make a lot more sense once you start seeing it.
Absolutely.
Really not that complicated. Like I said,
No.
there's only like 5 real mechanics here. They're pretty straightforward, and it is a lot of fun. Are we missing anything? Anything we
just
forgot
this
to do
little,
before we start?
Little tokeny thing.
Oh, that goes to this. You flip over. We flip over a thing. So this was one of the ones that we didn't know. Jelly swarms. Roll 1 fewer die for both vents and mines this round.
So that means we don't roll any dice for the vents and mines.
This was the card last night that we got that I didn't understand. Well, hold on.
Mark's not here. He's doing domestic duties.
Hailstorm. The players with the most dice in the gantry and the players with the most dice at the doorstep, which is the number 5, lose 3 resources. What?
And then this little token.
And then you
tells
place
us-
it on D. And when we're going
Yes.
through the resolution phase, when we get to D, that action will resolve.
Yes.
That's why A didn't make any sense, because you only roll to place. So in the beginning, we roll to see how many resources go in here. And so Beth rolled already, it's 6. So at the beginning of every round, we'll add it. Everything becomes accumulative, and there is a max amount for some of them. So there can be a max of 12 people on the doorstep. In a 2 to 3 player game, only 1 die can take the action to change your characters. This lets you claim tools. Tools can be used to increase or decrease the value of your die at any time. You can spend as many tools as you want, but there is a victory point at the end of the game for having the most tools.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Roll it.
We roll!
Oh, I got lots of ones.
2, 2, 4, 5, 6.
You're in trouble.
I know, I'd re-roll this too so I can get a straight, a large straight.
I did get one last night.
Alright, so now we start placing. I go first. I'm gonna
Yes.
say...
Is that what you're gonna say? Look, you're that little tiny baby off.
I'm gonna go at the doorstep.
I'm gonna go down here.
Oh. The next one, I'm gonna claim this building here. The drone docks. 2. 4.
Oh. It's your turn.
That's because she starts off high.
So, don't judge me. Place your dice.
2. Let's see, I guess I'll go on an expedition. Oh, yes. We both went on it. So, first things first, we go through our resolution phase. We resolve the expedition first. It's important to keep the order stack going here. Start on the bottom corner and work up. If there are more players, you always do. It's the number of expeditions is the number of players minus one. So in a 2-player game, there's only one expedition, but there could be multiple expeditions and with more players. You keep them kind of in order because if there's ever a tie, the tie's broken by the first person to have placed here. But since it's not a tie, I have the biggest number, so I get to choose first, and I'm going to take the 2 guys, which means Beth gets 3 tools.
I will gladly take the 3 power tools. Or tools, sorry.
So now we get our dice back.
Oh!
So then the next one, we just divvy up our energy. That die gets 1, that die gets 2, and that die gets another 1, and then my die gets 4. So I get 4 energy.
I get 2.
And she gets 2. Now we do the same thing for this. So 2 energy, and this one's going to stay behind for next round. Take your stuff.
Thank you.
Now we have to pay minerals to acquire the buildings we just bought. So I have to pay 2. That's 2 of my minerals.
I only have to pay 1.
And then on your boards, and I don't know if you can see this.
I don't think they...
Oh, you can kind of see it. On the boards, you place them right here. So there's 2 rows. You have your underwater row and your above ground row. Mine's going to kind of mush into this towards the end of this game. And you get rewarded on the number of buildings that you build. Oh yeah, we went on our expedition.
Thank you!
So then... So when you place your building, you can immediately move people from your shelter into the building. At the end of the round, however, you can perform 1 colonist swap. So they can swap spaces, you can go from the shelter to an empty spot, you can go from a building back into the shelter. It's a colonist swap. There is a card that gives you more swapping power.
Yes.
But that's how that works. So I have filled up 1 already. This will resolve momentarily. Don't worry, I'll feed you, baby birds. So now we are on number. That resolves the thing. The players with the most dice on the gantry and the player with the most dice on the doorstep loses 3 resource.
So we both had 1 on the gantry, and you had 1 on the
So
doorstep.
I have the most on the doorstep. I have
3.
no clue what that means for you. Any 3 resources?
It doesn't mean anything for me. You have the most resources. You had the most dice out there. I only had 1 out there.
Searching for machines? Fog machines. Oh, is that like a Halloween thing?
It's to go with his dragon.
I feel like you should be like a murderous chicken butcher for Halloween.
Going to a disco.
Alright, so then I got rid of 3. I definitely had the most on doorsteps.
I only had 1.
Now this, I'm the only one who went, so I can gain 2 guys. 2 dudes, 1 or 2. I have enough to grab both of those guys. I'm going to take both the red and the blue.
Ooh.
What?
I was just saying, ooh.
Yeah.
Because you got a red and
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You better look out. And nobody did this and nobody did that. So now we should have all of our dice back. We start the setup for the next round. So we flip over this. We flip over now the number of players.
So 2.
And we're on the second round, so we stay flipping underground. Once we hit we'll only flip over underground for the first 3 rounds, and we only flip over these above ground stuff for rounds 4, 5, and 6. And again, the underground stuff, the underwater, under ice, that's all the engine builder element of this game. Making your stuff strong enough so that way you can get more energy and more minerals and more people.
So this time around it's B. The player or players with the most dice in the vents, and the player or players with the most dice in the mines. So there's 1 colonist of their choice.
We jumped the gun on refreshing the board. We're supposed to go through this setup.
Yeah, it's fine.
We finished our round. We went all the way through all of our stuff. So now we can perform 1 colonist swap. You can activate all of your fully staffed ocean buildings. Ocean build. This is the ocean.
Yes.
I keep saying the underground, underwater, the ocean. These are not ocean. So
That's good to know.
So we have, I have a fully staffed building. I got both. I needed a brown and a blue. Oh, I had them in the wrong spots.
It's okay.
I hope that's not important. I had a brown and a blue, so I can make 1 energy and 1 mineral. And then that was it. So now we pay 1 energy per colonist in our shelter. I have 3 colonists in my shelter, so I have to pay 3 energy. Luckily, I planned ahead.
Did you?
I did. Now we refresh the game board. So we roll 3 energy.
Oh, you're bad at that. Let me do it.
4 minerals.
I only got 1 more than you.
You already did the docks.
Yes.
We hear more people to the doorstep.
I already did this.
More random homies keep showing up.
More random homies.
They heard about the keg. So, and then, now one of the rules it never really specified, we just assumed the game only includes these 4 guys. So if we don't take this, and I guess it makes sense, you would never run out of all of them, because there's 6 rounds, and there's 12 people, so in a 2-player game, that's just enough that everybody would get 1. But in a 3 to 4 player game, in a 2-player game, there's enough that there's half. So it makes sense. You don't refill it. But it only means that there are 6 rounds and only 4 of a certain color. So if you like red or blue.
You know, deep ocean and then kind of ocean.
Yeah, not ocean and but I mean it's ice. It's not. I don't know if it's land. Antarctica is land.
I know, but
it's not like ice on top of ocean like the North Pole.
Maybe it's the North Pole. I don't know. Where's the story? I need some story.
It's Europa.
Oh yeah, the frozen moon of Jupiter. That explains why. I didn't get to read the story.
Would you care? Do you want to read it to everybody?
No, I don't.
Just read it.
I don't.
You read it. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
I don't.
You read it. Do voices.
I'm not doing voices. I draw the line at voices. Okay, I'll tell you the story. Europa, the frozen moon of Jupiter. It took decades to bioform this ball of ice into a place that can just barely support human life. But the effort was worth it to get to the great living oceans below, with the threshold energy shield holding in the warming atmosphere, and the doorstep spaceport fully active. Teams of stabilizers descend to compete for leadership of this hostile moon. Hey, give me a drink! Outside! The submerged cavern we call the Pocket conceals all the raw materials you need to succeed. The hidden oceans are warmed by thermal vents and teem with alien life. Beyond our wildest dreams, build your colony under the ice, explore the surface and the seas beneath, and prove that you have what it takes to build this new home for humankind. The Artemis project begins. Yeah, that's what I was trying to call it. An ice shelf, but I was calling it land and, a giant block of ice. An iceberg. Ha! No, pirate twins. Get the pirates out of here. Everything can't be about pirates, folks.
Tonight's scotch.
Hey, you got it.
Tonight's scotch is brought to you by Lefroy.
Hey, that's
quarter cask.
That's all the same size glass I poured you the other night when you complained.
But this is Lefroy. This is not Lagavulin.
Yeah.
This is kind of.
Oh, is that the one that Pip got and
yes.
didn't like?
This one kind of tastes like Band-Aids.
Oh, autopilot.
It's very peaty. For those of you who understand Scotch.
But the pirates.
Kind of tastes like Orajel. Did you say mayonnaise? Did you say mayonnaise?
I didn't say mayonnaise.
I didn't say mayonnaise.
Who's talking about mayonnaise?
All right, next round. Ready?
Yeah.
You're first.
I'm gonna beat you up.
You get the cool little first player, man.
Ooh.
Ooh, what is
wait,
that?
we have to roll
Does that
our
mean
dice.
we get to buy a free building? Because that's the symbol.
Yeah, but the symbol's the same for both, though, to be fair. And I think you'd have to buy from the round you're in.
I bet you buy from what's available on the table. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, look at all those 1s and 2s.
And a 5.
Oh, and look at all my 6s. Though, to be fair, rolling high isn't always good in this game.
No.
It does give you an advantage of being the strongest. Band-Aids. But it means that you have to... It means that everybody has the chance to basically get to things before you.
Boop.
Yes, you can get the most, but only if there's enough of it.
Ow.
And that's why I think that is such a cool element of this game.
Your turn.
Because right now, I'm pretty much screwed. I'm going on an adventure. Pay my Peter Pan tax. Oh, you know what? I'm going to send my engineer with me.
Okay, I'll go with you. Band-Aids.
Oh, Band-Aids.
It's your turn again.
It doesn't taste like mayonnaise. It tastes like Band-Aids.
It's just...
Band-Aid brand. I'm stuck on Band-Aid brands. Because germs don't stick on me.
It's your turn, Ben.
The dogs are whining. It's making me angry.
Just let them do their thing. They're not whining, they're just pacing.
I don't know. I got this 2. You know what? I'm going to do this. One of us. One of us. I'm going to put a 4 on the energies.
I don't need that yet. I'll go here.
I love Kraken.
Do we have some out in there?
Put that 5 over there as well.
Where?
On the 3.
This one?
No. Yes.
Sorry.
This music is really intense. Now, when I record this before I make it into a better video, dang it, that was a spy I was gonna take.
You can still take it, you just have to outbid me.
I'm gonna take the expedition building, expedition control.
Okay.
I'm recording this without the background music, so I can add in my own background music.
Okay.
Did you guys see my drunk video from the other night? It's pretty funny. We both get 2 of those immediately.
Thank you. I'll take the most tools.
Dark rum makes me angry.
We forgot to do this one. We were right by it.
Did we forget it?
Yeah, it's right here.
Don't we do it during the resolution?
Oh yeah, you're right, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind, you're right.
What are the mines?
Luckily, Nick,
Is the mine supposed to be the quarry?
I think vents and mines.
That says it's quarry in the book.
But it might not be.
I think it's supposed to be mines.
It's okay. Interestingly enough, the creators of those puzzles are down with what we're spewing. They don't mind that talk. And he thought the video was hilarious. Thankfully.
Oh man.
Thankfully.
I was trying to edit it up last night, but I got to about the last 25 minutes. I couldn't cut any of it. It's hilarious.
So we're going on this mission and we succeed.
We succeed!
You have the higher number, so you lose this guy, right?
Wait, what?
He was right there. You
Oh,
that.
yeah. Well, when you send these, you send 1 blue to gain 2 resources of your choice. I did that strategically, so he goes back in the bag.
Nice.
And I'm gonna take 2 energies because I'm gonna need them.
Okay. What reward do you want?
Ooh, I want the free building.
Okay. Which building do you want?
I don't know. Is that what we get? Is that what that means?
I mean, there's only one building
Wait, does
sitting
it
there.
say underneath it?
That's I bet it would say right here.
No, that only has the building cards in the back of it. Or does it count? I'll give you the 1 victory point, and I'm gonna take the 1 remaining building.
Oh, okay.
And then you got the victory point.
Yeah, you gave it to me already.
Now I get... Oh, wait, we resolved this.
Yes.
The player with the most dice in the vents and the players with the most dice in the mines lose one colonist of their choice.
That's definitely you.
That pair?
No.
Oh.
You
Damn
have
it,
the
it
most
isn't.
in both. Or did we tie for the mines?
I don't know. These are the one thing that I feel like they're out of place. That's my only one real complaint, and I think it's something that'll kind of get refined as the game actually comes out on Kickstarter.
I think we should keep going.
But this definitely we use this mainly to keep track of score or keep track of the rounds. So I get these 3 energies. I lost my one guy.
I get 1 and you get...
I get the rest. Gimme.
Get your dice out of my way.
And I pay 2. Can I have my card, please?
Yep. Card.
Card.
And I have to pay 1. Here you go.
Oh, don't forget, when you build a building, you can immediately stock them with people from your shelter. You never have anybody in your damn shelter.
Anybody.
Ever.
Let's see. Here I get to pick a guy for 2 energies.
2 energies.
I'm gonna take a blue guy.
Oh, blue? That's racist.
What's wrong with being blue?
That's too loud. We go turn it down just a hair. I'll do it.
And we already got those.
Yep. Hold on. Don't start. Well, you can start stocking the board up, but we still have to resolve our other stuff.
Okay. Oh, guys, this is round 3. Dabba-dee, dabbas.
It's funny. Since there is no music for this game on Melodice, I chose Harry Potter and the Hogwarts battle.
Nope, that's a very interesting choice.
I didn't exactly know what to go with space. I was trying to find something National Treasury, but
Well, that's gonna suck.
that's not a board game. I don't like this 1 die per player rule. I liked it better. But I will say when we were playing last night, we ended with so much stuff.
Yeah, but
We didn't know what to do with.
I don't have enough stuff.
It does, though, because there's not so much there. It does give me... It makes me want to go off and do other things. So I think it was a wise choice. Perform 1 colonist swap. I don't have any colonists to swap. Activate your fully... Do you have any colonists to swap? Activate your fully staffed ocean. I get 1 of each.
I'm just not there
That's
yet.
why. That's amazing. Pay 1 energy per colonist in your shelter. My shelter is empty. Her shelter is empty. Refresh the game board. Did you already do it? G.
And it says each player may pay 2 minerals to gain 1 victory point up to 3 times per player.
Round 3 marker.
And fight!
Wait. We have to restock our peoples. And you restocked.
I restocked everything else.
Just like last night, I pulled more of these little...
I need a purple.
These, what are they called? The
Colonists?
No, the peas.
Pioneers.
Pioneers. I wanted to call them pilgrims, and I knew that wasn't right.
Ooh.
Now you got all the items. Look. Oh, snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We got a small straight.
6.
And I am first. What do I want to do? Oh, wait.
Much into.
I think this is important because it makes you, if you want to go after it or not. Oh, 2 stewards. Giovanni! Alright,
Better than baby cry. Better not.
put this on 5 for me. Doorstep. Need some peoples.
I'm gonna go down here.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna go here. Can't beat me. I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna watch my back. I'm gonna go by myself.
What? I mean, I could go.
you.
No, I could go with you.
But I'd still beat you.
I could send Marines.
Well, that's fucked up.
Just jealous.
What do the Marines got to do with it?
Because the Marines can reduce your dice by numbers.
I know.
Do something in your teeth.
Probably.
Nasty.
It's dinner. Mmm.
Oh, shoot. I don't know what I want to do.
You did make asparagus.
Asparagus.
Oh, I'm not flipping you guys off, sorry.
Ugh, I'm gonna go there.
I was sitting here like...
She's flipping you guys off.
My bad.
You fucking pigs!
I was making fun of you for spilling your coffee. I just spilled water all over myself.
Water or scotch?
Go green.
Ow,
Flip me off, take that.
Sorry. Told Caleb if him and his family needed to get out, they could come here if they wanted to. Even though it's a further drive from his parents' house. They'll have to evacuate.
You don't know what I just did you?
Yeah, I see what you did, you fucker. Took my spot. That's my spot!
Now she's not gonna get any. You're gonna be exposed to the elements.
Yeah,
your nipples are gonna fall
I'll
off.
get one of these, won't I?
You'll get 2 tools.
Oh no, I just realized that.
It's a sticker.
I just realized that.
I don't know what it was before. I didn't even notice it was a little dude last night.
I noticed it was a dude, I just didn't realize it was sticky on there. Yeah, your place doesn't sound like a great retreat. You're right.
Why not?
He's gonna get a hurricane too.
Oh. Is there another one in the Gulf?
Yeah, you guys should just all come,
That's what happened with Katrina.
come and stream with us.
Wasn't it? There was one that, there was like a category 3 that hit on the East Coast, and then like almost the next day, Katrina hit in Louisiana.
I'm never gonna get the things I need. Because I don't have...
Irma, yeah, that's what it was. I think you're right. I think it was Irma. Bum bum bum. No, you go in front of me.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do go in front of you.
Because it
I'm
follows
lower
the
number.
exposure element.
I think it was. What? Board game dog.
2, 1, 2.
Okay, get down. You're cute. Oh my god, I'm being attacked by dogs. Gosh, Sophie, you're so aggressive. Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
I know, you need your ears cleaned, baby.
I wish I could get more people.
Ow.
I don't know what to do with this one die because there's not enough resources on the board. I'm just gonna take the tool. Tool takes tool.
I'm gonna join you.
Cause I mean I don't know what else to do.
Okay,
All right.
so I went on this by myself.
Yeah, so you get both of the rewards. So you gain 1 victory point and those 2 people. Peoples?
Boop.
Take your dice.
Yeah, look at that.
Out of here.
Look at that ish.
All right, now we already got our things.
Yep. You get both of
I
them.
get both of them. So now she gets exposed. So she moves up on the exposure track, and I'm definitely losing points for having the least amount of tools. Or you can use that to manipulate your dice up or down.
I think I'll just take the most.
I get 2, and then I have to pay 1.
Yeah. And then here I get to pick one of my choice. Oh, I can only afford
You
one.
can only afford
So,
one. I was
yeah.
saying you could get 1 or 2.
So I'm gonna take a blue.
You would. That was my blue, and you
You
know
know-
it.
If the red are Marines, blue should be the police officers.
Navy blues.
Or, oh yeah, Navy. Well, what about...
They're engineers.
And then the Army could be brown.
It's not a military game.
I know. I know it's not. I was just making things up.
So I can get 1 to 3. I'm gonna buy all 3 guys. And I'm just gonna take, since it's all brown, And now I can place them wherever. I'm gonna put one guy here. I'm gonna put these two guys there.
You don't know what the Navy is doing right now. They're all floating in the middle of the ocean. They're scared.
I'm gonna flip this around.
They always get scared. And they take their expensive
Oh yeah,
boats.
the navy blues. Army would need to be if there were green people. There were green cubes.
Now we get here.
Why does that dog keep whining? I'm gonna hit her. I'm gonna hit her.
Shut up.
With.
Not now. Not STEM. Each player may pay 2 minerals to gain 1 victory point up to 3 times. Do you want to do that?
You. I'm gonna hit her with you.
Do you want to do that or not?
What is it?
Each player may pay 2 minerals to gain 1 victory point up to 3 times.
No, I don't have enough left.
Okay.
I don't have enough stuff.
So then, perform 1 colonist swap or move. Yeah, that happened. That has happened my entire life, Rugru. My dad was in the Navy in Virginia Beach
I did a swap.
for 12 years of my life. So anytime there was a hurricane, he was out in the ocean and my mom was having to deal with like the house and all of us kids.
The Navy is also blue. The Air Force is also. The Navy and Air Force are both blue.
Insane. What's really insane is watching your neighbor kayak down the middle of your road because it flooded and it's fun. Really weird.
Are you gonna? We have to finish our round here.
I don't have any colonists to move or swap.
Okay.
I think mine are in
So
a
then
good position.
activate your fully activated stuff. I still just have that one.
I'm gonna look up this one really quick. Where are the card explanations?
It means that you can explain. You can trade out 2 energy for 1 victory point.
Every 2 energy for.
I think it's just once per round. It's the very last page. It's all. You got it all out of order.
I didn't get it out.
Yes, you did. I
did
gave it to you in perfect order.
No.
Look, this is the gameplay. That's page 5. 6, 7, 8. This is page. Hold this. This is page.
That's page 1. Because it's the front.
This is page 33.
But it is actually page 1.
I know. It's page. That's page 2. 9, 10, 4, 11. There it is. 11. And then page 12. So give me this. Hold on. Board setup. Okay. Got it all in order. From page 33 to page 12. Which one are you looking up?
The sensor station.
Sensor station.
I think it's a paper cut.
It's overlapped with the one below it, and you can't tell what it is.
Ow!
But judging by the picture,
Printer
if
error.
you trade in 2 energy for 1 victory point,
I just want
when
to
it
know,
activates.
I just want to know if it was like round based or if it's
It
the
is
end of
round.
the game.
No, it is round based. The oceans always activate if they're fully stocked, but you don't have enough energy, so you get nothing.
Okay,
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
No. We're on
yeah,
round 4.
We are round 4. So do we get to keep this one that's
Yep,
out here?
keep it out there.
And then just add 2 more?
I assume.
Ooh, they're getting prettier.
And now it's just those 2.
Because you know they're
And now we have the
round 4.
land cards. What did we decide it was called? Ice
It's called a
shelf?
shelf, yes. And
The ice shelf cards.
G. The player with the most marines and the player with the most stewards gains 3 energy or 3 minerals.
Ooh!
There.
I have a marine. You have 2 stewards. Again, I don't fully ever understand these cards.
They spelled that wrong. I'll give them a free pass though.
Their choice. Ooh. Are you
roll
first
that.
player now?
Yeah, you roll that.
4. 3.
I dropped it and it was a 1.
6. There you go. Put that. Her.
Her.
Alright, roll.
Wait, do we have to refill this one?
Yeah, you're good.
I want to do it though, because you've been picking the same colors. How many?
I'm digging in that brown.
You. How many?
2 plus 2. The number of players plus 2.
Woo!
4.
Got the red. Ooh, I got a blue.
Oh my god, just grab 4.
I got a blue.
Wait, what did I dad joke?
You're
Oh, digging in that brown.
All right.
2, 2, 2, 6, 6. I got a full house.
I got a 2, 3 4s, and a 6.
The one downside to having 5 dice is everybody will make Yahtzee jokes the entire time they play this game.
It can deliver.
What can Brown
packages.
do for you?
Actually, that's FedEx, not UPS.
UPS is Brown.
Oh.
Except for in Germany. Do you know why?
Why?
Because in Germany, the SS wore brown and gray. And so there was too much of like, we want to forget this part of history forever. So no brown UPS. So they wear
That's fair.
something different. Because FedEx is purple.
Am I first?
Yes.
I always wanted to be first.
You were first like 2 rounds ago. A round ago. I think, right? Or did you give it to me? This is round 4. It was me, you, me, you.
Yeah,
So yes.
4. Okay. Your turn. That's hilarious.
There's a delay tonight.
That's okay. Just be thankful that the inevitable has not happened yet.
That everything is shit to bed.
Mostly the one that starts with S and ends with Spectrum.
Sesame?
No, Spectrum.
Oh. Charter?
Yeah.
Them.
They like.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
I know
It's your
it's my
turn.
turn.
Look
I
at
know
all
it's
the
my turn.
4s you got. What are you gonna do with all that?
Oh, look at all those 2s you have.
I know 2s mean that I can afford things.
You get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Oh, dang it. I just don't like this. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pull this brown guy to go there. Take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
That's it.
I guess put a 2 on the other one. The other above card. Above and below. That would be a great... Oh, wait a minute.
My turn again?
Yes. Put that there. And what to do with this 6? What to do, what to do. It's your turn, by the way. You get your last card.
I'm gonna go here and get a boo-boo. So I can bump on the relief track.
Browns in the Super Bowl is a hilarious combination. I meant take poop to the toilet, but yes, the Browns and the Super Bowl is, it's like, though that's like, I would say that's like the Royals making it to the World Series, but shit, that happened.
Make sure you put the right number down.
And they won. It was a 6, because I
Oh.
said what to do with the 6, what to do. I guess I'll just take whatever's left over here.
Oh, okay.
This is where having big numbers really kind of screws you.
So we start here. You are the initial winner, so you get to choose 3 or 5.
I will, of course, take 5.
Well, I'll take 3.
Oh, dang it! I should have put it there. I forgot I was gonna win that.
Okay. Nobody went here, so I'll take these 2.
So take your 4. I'll take the rest.
Yep. Go out 4. Look at all those minerals.
I know I got so many. When I only pay 2 to buy that card.
This one?
Yep. Problem is, I'm not gonna have enough people to stock any of this stuff.
I paid 4 for this guy.
I get to choose my people first. I'm gonna choose 1. I just want this blue guy, and he's gonna go right there. Yeah.
So I guess I do have enough.
Oh, I have to pay 2 for it. Good call.
I'm gonna pay 2 and buy this red. Look at that. Finish that shit right there.
Come on, line it up. Look, there's a line. Everything's supposed to fit perfect beside that board. Thank you.
It does.
Thank you. OCD. OCD AF.
You are not. Stop talking like you're a 14-year-old girl.
As if. Do kids still say as if?
Jenny!
Jenny, do kids still say as if? Just a little times. Whatever that means.
What do they say now?
That's so janky. Oh, Savage, man, you got like so much stuff in your teeth.
Yeah,
it's gross. Well, you don't have the Burst Sonic toothbrush like me, and you can't eat coffee grounds.
I'll just use yours.
You can't eat coffee grounds. All right, so I put my brown back, and ew, gross! Don't touch my. And I get a blue. Oh, but I took a blue. What did I want this blue for? Dogs, you dogs
Your
are...
dog is so gassy.
You dogs are gross.
Welcome back. We are going on round 5.
You just missed all the inappropriate nonsense about
using Aaron's toothbrush and taking browns.
To eat all your coffee grounds. You've seen the videos, the coffee grounds of the corn.
I'll just order one tonight. Make sure you put that Cash App money in the
I read that as we used to eat coffee grounds, it's basic, which would be true.
Whoa! That's the stronghold I had last
Yeah,
night.
basic.
Or strong point, sorry.
Oh wait, we have to do, you may perform one colonist swap. No. Wait, did we resolve this thing? We didn't. Number G. The players with the most Marines and the players with the most Stewards gains 3 energy or 3 minerals their choice.
I have 3 Stewards and we tied for
So you get it. Take it. What do you want? 3 minerals?
Actually, how many energies?
3?
I'll take 3 energies.
Yeah, energy seems far more important in this game. So that's how you get people. And people is how you get victory points and fill things up.
Did you buy this one?
I already did it, yeah. See, look, there's a guy missing.
Oh, yeah.
Fill her up. Ship it.
Okay, next card.
No, hey, hold on, whoa. We have to have our next, whoa, it's a 10. Ah, this guy looks so cool. Oh, he's just wearing like a suit. I thought he was like really beefy. We do that, we roll to supply 3.
Oh my god, you're awful at that.
I hope you have enough minerals to make it.
Each player may pay 2 energy to gain 1 BP.
Alright, you gotta take the dogs out.
I'll take them out.
Because their whining is driving me bananas.
You fill up the board since
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Oh my gosh, they're all going so crazy.
Shuffle. Wait, how many guys do we have here? Because we can only have a max of 12. We're at 6, 7. So we're 1 away. I am so bad at pulling these little cubes out. I think there's an equal number of all the different colors, or are there just an overabundance of the browns?
Hit the spider web.
Because I pull all browns. I guess if there was an equal number, there's 4 less of the other 3 colors. Yep. Math left. So it's just me and you guys. A little talk a little bit here. This game's a lot of fun. I do think, Mark, now that you're back, these feel a little out of place. The actual actions. Oh, so there's more. There is not an equal number, so there's more pioneers than there are engineers than there are Marines and Stewards. Got it. That makes sense. That's why that makes sense. Well, that's what we see. Tell us a Beth's secret. What is a Beth's secret? Something that you guys don't know. So one day, I was inside, I was sitting down, and she comes storming in the house, furious, throwing her keys around. And what? Why are you yelling? What is wrong? And she's like, my car battery died, and the battery in my key died. How am I supposed to unlock the car if the battery in the key is dead? Because she didn't think that you can just put the key in and unlock the car door. She also thought pay-per-view was paper, P-A-P-E-R, view, and didn't understand why they called it pay-per-view.
Why are you yelling so loud?
I'm not yelling loud. I'm actually talking rather quiet because it's telling secrets.
Oh, secret
Oh.
secrets.
No. It's just a big magazine. You're welcome. Sometimes it takes a little while to get there. She also had never done laundry before until she moved in with me. She's gonna try to deny it, but it's true.
What?
Nothing? What bidding question?
Hey.
Ask my building question. What was our building question?
Hey, listen.
What
there are a lot of things
what the
people
2X?
don't do. Oh, was it the censor station?
Yeah.
And I was looking to see.
The rules have censor station overwritten by Shuttle Bay. It looks like it says gain 1 victory point, but I don't know. Bidding? I'm confused. I'm lost. Am I drunk?
No, not
Is
yet.
this real life?
It's not real life. Can I slap you first? If it hurts, then it's real life.
Oh, the bidding question. I know. So we both had placed a 1, and then you placed a 2.
Oh, yeah.
And then I placed a 3.
You're right.
Did I have to pay 3 resources, or did I have to pay 4 resources because I had a 1 and a 3 on the card? My assumption was that you only pay your highest bid on a building. It said it was both. It was a bidding question on the buildings. So it was 3, so we did that right.
Yay, we didn't do it wrong.
That was the assumption that I had made. We just weren't sure. She tried to say that because she likes to cheat.
Are you kidding me?
She likes to cheat when it's in her favor.
It was not my favorite.
So that's why you were pushing that I have to pay 4 because I had 4 dice on there.
No, I even told you it was 3 because that was your highest number.
Then you gave it to me because you also have to be nice to let people win for some reason.
I don't have to let
Don't let me win.
I'm not
I
letting you
don't like
win.
it when you let me win. Cheater!
I am not cheating, Nick.
It's bidding, they don't stack. So we did that right. Alright, so now
This has already been replenished.
we are on round 5. Right? Well,
No, that was already done.
you already did this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, that's number 6.
That's number 6.
So then each player may pay 2 energy to gain 1 victory point up to 3 times per player.
That's a good card to get really late because we had so many energy last night, but we were also rolling more dice, so.
Yeah.
Alright, ooh, I'm first player. Bye.
Yes, you are. Oh, we're gonna roll our dice. I rolled without you.
1, 3, 3, 5, 5. Alright. Let me think. Just give me a minute.
Take your time.
Okay, I'm gonna go there. Do it.
Place a 6 here.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. Oh, we forgot to place those 2 guys there. Oh, yeah. If I had more people, I'd send them after you.
Oof.
Put this up there on that 2 Marines. Yep.
Okay.
Your turn.
I had to look at that for a second. Mark wants me to smack you. Ugh.
I don't.
That's a great question.
I imagine early.
I know some people,
10?
some groups release at 9, some release at.
Well, Mark's here.
I know Mark is here. He'll be able to answer that
Don't
question.
ask us. Ask Mark. Goes live tomorrow. Just don't know when.
Just space them out, Nick, so that way you have like one come out like every pay period. Cause that's what I try to do when I'm backing. I'm like, oh, I just backed this one.
You know what I've also noticed? Like right now, I feel like
Ooh.
9 a.m. Eastern.
So 8 a.m.
8 a.m. for us.
I will be on my computer at work.
$65. What? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I mean, you can do something that you can't do and just get some points for it.
I don't want to do that. Thank you.
I was just making a suggestion.
I have.
You're lacking tools.
Got it. I know what I'll do. That, your turn.
Okay. Poof.
Hurry.
I'm gonna go here. Fly I'm just gonna go here and take two tools. Pretty sure I won that one though. So here.
Yes, you win it. But do you want the people that you have no place to put them anywhere? Or do you want the 2 victory points?
I'm gonna take the 2 victory points.
Good, I want the people. Ha!
It's fine.
Ha!
It is fine. Here I get 2, and you get the last 2. Here. There are only 4 left.
Wait.
I had a 2.
I thought you had a 3.
No, I had a 2. You had a 3.
I thought I was only getting 1 out of that.
Yours, mine. Oof. Take the mineral.
Volkmania!
You get your...
Pay my 1.
Pay your 1. You get your card. Here. It's gonna cost me 2. Now I'm gonna buy this blue one.
You would.
Boop. Didn't want you to have it.
Well, I get to buy 1 guy. What color do I want? I mean, I could go for brown, but I could also go for brown. I think I'm gonna go for brown.
I think you're gonna have to.
And I'm gonna take 3 guys, because that's all the people I have there, which costs me 6 energies. Oh god.
Why would you put them on? Yeah.
Shh. Calm down. I know what I'm doing. Alright. This one. Each player may pay 2 energy to gain up to 1 victory point. Up to 3 times. Oh shit, are you gonna do it? You should do it. You're gonna beat me if you do it.
Or I get 1 victory point.
Max of 3 at the end of the game.
That's still only 3.
Max of 3. We have 1 more round.
Oh yeah, that was round 5?
That was round 5. We have 1 more round.
Oh, I don't want to do it.
What? If you do that, I almost promise you you'll beat me.
I'll do 2.
You're gonna get to go up 3 because you're already starting. Remember, you lost by 1 point last night, and we started off even.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Colonist swap move.
I'm okay with this for now.
Okay. Activate your fully stacked ocean buildings.
I get 1 of each. Plus, I can exchange 2 for 1 victory point. I'm going to do that, move me up 1. Then I can have either 2 energy or 2 minerals. I'll take 2 energy.
Okay. Then we can pay 1 energy per colonist in your shelter. None in our shelters.
None of any in the shelter.
Refresh the game board. So we get 2 here. That's 1 per player. I'm gonna roll these out. 4 energies. Oh, 4 minerals.
4 and 4.
Anything needs to go in here?
We get, how many guys are there right now? 7?
7.
Okay, then we have, ooh, look at all those colors.
Oh, and a purple.
Take it, put it there. I missed one. Can I have my 2 dice back?
Mm-hmm.
And then we do this. Another G.
Oof, there's so many Gs.
Each player must pay 1 energy for each colonist in their shelter. Ready?
Yep.
Roll them.
Oh, wait. Is that new? Oh, yeah.
That's new. I got a straight. Oh, I
You
didn't.
got so many 5s.
2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
I got 1, 5,
Yahtzee.
5, 5, 6.
Shit's gonna be expensive for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna just put my dude down here.
You would.
Don't judge.
I'm judging.
Shouldn't.
I'm going to take. I'm gonna go 4 here and give him this brown guy.
Okay.
I did that so I could change the red, change into red and fill up this strong point.
I'm going 1 there.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Oh wait, I don't need that. I'm not doing that. You're not the boss of me.
You better buy some properties.
I don't really want any properties.
Remember, you get victory points for each property you have. So right now you're only going to get 1 victory point. Well, I'm going to get 8.
I'll be...
I'll take one of those. It doesn't matter which. I wouldn't get anything.
Because our numbers are equal.
What can those do? Each tool allows you to add or subtract 1 from your dice. So I'm going to subtract 1 from my dice to make this a 4.
You dick.
Boom! Roasted!
I don't like you very much.
And you can stack tools. I don't need to stack those though. Oh, you can make a 1 or a 6? You can make a 1, a 6, or vice versa. I didn't know that.
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, there's some games that explicitly say you can't do that, but I like
the
when you
rules
can.
we read, and now granted, he knows the more up to date rules than what we probably have.
If you haven't, I have enough.
Are you out? That was it though. That was the last die.
That's it.
That last die was a fuck you card.
So here,
You can have him.
I don't get it. It's an 8. And
Oh,
a 6.
you get exposed. You get 2 energy
But
still.
I get 2 energy, which will help me since you took all 4 of these like a tool bag.
And look, you get exposed again. So now you get 2 minerals because this dice got exposed. And then here I took most of those like a tool bag as well.
It's okay, I took the last one. I knew I was going in.
Pay 2. Can I have my card?
Yeah. Here I have to pay 1 mineral. But it's okay because I'm getting a mineral jump dock.
And now I'll buy some guys.
I go first. But I can only afford 1 dude.
Mm-hmm.
That really hurts me. I'm gonna buy a blue. Cost me 2. Shut your dirty mouth.
You should have bought
Purple.
purple. So let's see. I can get 2. I'm gonna take a purple to finish that. And really, I don't need the other one. I'm just gonna take the 1. And then on this last one, I get to trade in this brown for a red, and he's gonna go here.
I needed to be able to perform 2 colonist swaps. Because I was going to swap these 2 blues up here. I can't.
Do you get the colonists back that you send on expeditions?
No, that's a good question. I just assumed that they were considered used.
Oh, I get what he's saying. You don't flip the die. You could just use... you could use 5 tools to make a 1 a 6 or a 6 a 1. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking you could spend 1 and then you can flip it from a 1 to a 6 or vice versa.
No. Oh. I didn't know they could come back.
I didn't know they come back. That means I'm short 1 Marine.
You're only short.
No, I'm short 1 Engineer.
You're only short 1.
It's alright. I'm still gonna win somehow. It's gonna be close, honestly. That's kind of one thing I like about this too. Is it seemed like it's hard for one person to really jump out into the lead, and so what ends up happening is that the game is always really close, and it's really hard to jump out in the lead because of this whole mechanic of smallest dice being fulfilled first.
Right.
It's brilliant.
I like it. All right, so.
Alright, so...
Did you get this one?
I did.
So that's it then.
So, yeah. We are out of here.
So that way we're not confused for them.
So, now we gotta go through... Oh, we never resolved this. Players must pay 1 energy for each colonist in their shelter. Doesn't matter, we have nobody in a shelter. Okay. So, you may perform 1 colonist swap or move. I thought there was something in the rules about an end-of-game swap. Maybe not. Maybe that was just that 1 card I had.
I know the 1 card let you swap 2.
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, that's what it was. I had a card that let me swap multiple.
Which kind of it makes me itchy because I wanted to jump. I wanted to, push these 2 up there and get the points for that instead. Because these don't give me points because I don't have 2. You're not listening. Don't be itchy.
Okay.
No listening.
Activate your fully staffed stuff. I have to pay 2. I didn't pay my 2 for that guy.
Cheater.
I remembered.
Cheater.
I can pay 2, move me up a victory point, and it doesn't matter. I'll take 2. I'll take 1 of each. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Pay 1 energy for colonists in your shelter.
Nope.
Refresh the game board.
Nope.
Players with the fewest resources choose the starting player. Oh, we've been doing that wrong. We've just been going back and forth.
That's okay.
That could change everything.
Yeah, I'd be going first
Should
all
have
the
read
time.
that.
I would totally be going first every time. Right? Because I would just choose myself. You have way more resources.
No, but if you always went first and you always got the best placement, you might not always have the list. Again, it's all about balance.
Oh my god, that would totally make this better, President.
Sweet fog out of a dragon.
Out of a dragon.
You know what? I like your style. You send it, we'll set it up. We'll make it happen. We'll have like fog in the background.
Although I'm not sure a dragon goes with the Artemis project.
Okay, so end of game scoring. After the 6th round is complete, tally the final score. See who won. Player with the most earned victory points in the game may now they will add those scores. Players may have earned victory points during the game, and now they will add to those scores according to the criteria displayed on the player's map.
Ooh.
Stored energies and minerals. 1 victory point for each stored energy and stored mineral on your play map, a max of 3.
So I get 1.
Oh.
Right?
And your energy, you get 4.
Ooh.
And I get 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what's next?
Fully staffed surface buildings. Oh, it's called the surface, not the land. Not the shelf, it's the surface buildings. Alright, I have 2 fully staffed surface buildings.
I have 1 fully staffed service building.
What was this? It had something to do with pairs.
I thought it was 1 victory point.
Command Citadel. Gain 1 victory point plus 1 victory point for each Marine Steward pair in your entire colony. So, the easiest way to find out the total number of pairs is to count them all up. You count up each color, and whichever one you have the fewest of, that's how many pairs you have.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, Prosden. It's annoying. Stupid little camera. Every once in a while, it like flickers.
That's the better camera, too.
Well, that's annoying.
It's also, tonight we are also recording this while we're streaming it.
It's
That
been
could
doing it. No, it's been doing it for the last few weeks. Where this camera, I can see it flicker.
Maybe
on.
it's just because you're so ugly. Anyways, 1, 2... No! Put those back!
You get nothing! You don't win! Soulless.
I'm surprised nobody played the Dickhead song.
Not
for that
pairs,
one.
but sets of all 4 colonists.
Well, the Citadel is pairs.
The
Damn it,
Citadel, the Citadel shows a red and purple.
It counts, yeah. It's,
Marines and
you get plus 1 for each red and purple pair. I'm just saying that
I'm trying to think of what it was called.
stewards and Marines.
It's the other way. Wait, maybe it was that way. I don't know. It wasn't working.
I have 1 steward, so I only have 1 pair. So I get 2 victory points.
Why you
Please.
being a dickhead fool? Stop being a dickhead.
Mellows me out. And then I get 4 for my strong point.
That's okay, Mark. I messed up his whole board. That's what he gets. Yeah, you can figure it out.
4! Give me 4 victory points.
4 on top of the 2?
Yes, that's 1. 2 is for this card, and then 4 was for
Okay.
this card. Okay, that's all I have for board pieces. What do you got? 2.
2.
Look, we're still tied.
No, we're not. I'm 1 point behind you.
Oh, we're still close. Earn the number. Earn 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 victory points for owning 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus buildings in your display. I own 7. They don't have to be fully staffed.
I have 4.
So 4, you get 2 victory points, and I get 8. This is why I'm gonna get to do the victory dance.
No, it's okay. Just don't help me.
Sets. I'm going to sets of colonists. So again, count up all your different colors, whichever you have the least of. That's how many you get.
1.
I also get 1 because I only have 1 steward.
Okay.
So you take your 1 set and set it aside. And now you take your remaining people and you set them in groups of 3. And you get 1 point for each group of 3 remaining colonists.
So I get 1.
I get 3.
Well, you're gonna womp me this time.
Womp.
Womp.
And yeah. Oh crap. How many expeditions did we go on? You beat me because you went on 1 more than I did. Because you went on 1 without me.
I did go on
But
one
we
day.
tied. We were tied up until then. So I have the fewest. So you gain 2 victory points.
Okay.
And I get -1.
Okay.
And then the player with the most
Oh,
tools.
that's totally me.
Yep, biggest tool. You're the biggest tool.
Yep.
You get 2 victory points. But I still beat you.
You still beat me
The player
by
with the most
3
victory points wins. In the event of a tie, the tied player who went earliest in the turn order in the final round wins.
You did win.
But that's not you this time. So, with that, who's got 2 thumbs and gets to do the victory dance? This guy. Woo.
I'm gonna shave your beard while you're sleeping. I'll live stream it for them. Oh god.
Go green.
Got it.
Hot